What's up? Hi, hello. It's the fourth act. I'm Alex, and that's Phil.
Hey kids, we're gonna do Soul.
Jamie Foxx is back in the new music movie Soul. It is a sequel to Soloist, but this time they removed the and the OS. It's just called Soul.
Yeah.
It's Soul, so let's talk about it.
Did you watch it? Oh, but you did. Soul, you did. I don't know. You don't know how we do it here? We started this channel because we have very conflicting ideas about movies, so we want to talk about it. We each have 3 points. We're now going to take turns going back and forth. We agree with each other. We get Seoul, South Korea above our heads. If we disagree with each other.
Phil, I'm going to get real serious right off the bat here. I'm going to bare my soul.
Oh, God.
That was not on purpose. Phil, this movie is about me. It gets me on so many levels. I am a musician.
I'm a struggling musician.
I have a music degree. Here I am doing YouTube. Why? I don't know. I like it, but no, I'm serious though. There are so many lessons to be learned here. The notion that your life maybe hasn't gone how you hoped it would. Maybe you're not doing what you thought you would be doing. But that's okay, because that spark, that thing that gives you joy in life, doesn't have to be your purpose. It's still there, and the people who care about you are still there.
It could be a hobby.
This will resonate with a lot of people. As long as you appreciate those people who are important in your life, then you can be happy.
It's like Mr. Rogers.
Because loving people and animals and the world we all live in is the most important part of being alive.
This is a great movie, and you need to agree with me.
I like the movie. It is a good
beautiful.
movie. I like the movie. It is a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Thanks. That was my point.
Wow. I am shown that he's a good musician throughout the film, so I believe it. But the music that I'm hearing from him doesn't really resonate with me that much. Like, I wanted to leave this movie whistling the songs. I want to listen to more, and I don't really get that impression.
It sounds like you hate jazz music, Phil.
Don't hate jazz music.
Why do you hate jazz
I like
music?
Kenny G. I frequent jazz clubs, the Blue Whale, one of them in LA.
I don't believe you.
I do go
I
to
don't
jazz
often
clubs.
listen to jazz music, but I love to play jazz music. It's one of my favorite genres to play.
Okay.
I love improv. I love all that stuff, and I love being in that space. Literal space in this movie where you can just play and everything else disappears. And this was by Trent Reznor, and I love Trent Reznor's scores. He's 9 Inch Nails, which I'm not really a big fan of 9 Inch Nails. But he's been involved in Watchmen. He's been involved in the Twin Peaks revival. He's very versatile.
But he just scored because I believe John Batiste wrote the jazz songs in the movie that Joe performs on screen.
Oh, and you just had that locked and loaded, didn't you?
No, I did. I can't honestly say that I want to whistle the score at all. I want to listen to it on my free time, which I thought this movie would give me that.
To the score.
Oh my God, you're just gonna be on such another level.
I never learned to listen to jazz.
Soft melody, behind the notes, not what's expected. Improvise. Jazz.
Wait, you don't listen to jazz?
I do listen to jazz.
I don't think you do. I've never heard you listen to jazz.
We don't listen to each other. we don't share headphones at the bus.
Sorry, I said I would have questions about this movie, and I do.
Oh God.
Because
the gelatin cube all over again.
Yeah, no, it's another gelatin cube. This is a high concept Pixar movie, Phil, and I gotta know. Number one, where do the souls come from?
The great beyond.
No, but how do they get to the great beyond?
They just pop
the question.
Do
they go into babies or do they go into unborn fetuses?
Either
They
or.
just skipped right over that political argument, didn't they? Also, who are the Jerrys? Who makes the Jerrys?
They make themselves.
How do they make themselves? And who's Terry?
There's 5
Maybe Terry makes the Jerrys.
Terry becomes Jerry.
If 2 Jerrys make a Terry, then why are there no berries?
There's what? No, stop!
No, it's not Larry, it's Jerry. No, it's Gary.
Disagree. For someone who loved this movie 3 minutes ago, you sure as hell are ripping it apart. So the trailer left the storyline kind of ambiguous. We know that he becomes a little blue soul, goes to the soul world, but I did not see that he was going to become a cat.
I was avoiding the trailers. I don't know if it was in it or not, but I didn't see that coming either.
There was a twisty twist. There was
and
not
it was
in the
hilarious. I actually think that Pete Docter, the writer-director of this, has something against cats. Like, he likes to make fun of cats in some way.
Sure, cats suck.
And I think Pete Docter is on that side of the fence with you. Because if you watch his last major Pixar movie, Inside Out, he has a similar dig on cats there. Cats, man. So stupid.
Shut up.
I agree. I would just like to take a point and admire the character design in this movie.
Little blue people.
Not just the little blue people. I'm talking specifically Jerry. I'm talking about.
Oh, so I
and
thought
Terry.
Terry.
Both of them conceptually are so cool. They bend themselves into weird shapes.
Terry is more iconic than Jerry, I think, personally. Because Terry gets a bigger playing field on Earth.
Yeah,
So you get to see
well,
more.
Terry gets to be a
Terry
potato
gets to be
chip.
yeah, I was going to say, Terry gets to be a potato chip.
I'm thinking there's no reason we can't keep this little incident between us, eh? Mistakes happen, and it's not your time. Unless you keep eating those processed foods, am I right? Seriously, stay away from those processed foods.
I watched an Inside Pixar episode with the character designer Diana Marsiglias.
Yeah.
I think is how you say it. They were working on early concepts, and it was just this idea that it's one line going through their whole body,
Sure.
making their shape. And she just said on a whim, that would look really good as wire art. And she knew nothing about wire art, but she proposed the idea, and they just said, good, figure it out. And she just tinkers, and she makes up these characters. And I just think that's such, like...
That's Pixar.
That's Pixar. Like, they find inspiration here and there, and then they just... It's some of the coolest character design I've seen in any animated thing as of late, I think.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I think this film set up Joe for failure. He wants to be a musician so bad, he becomes the musician that he wants to be, and then he's not satisfied. But along that way, he is teaching, and he's not satisfied teaching because he wants to be a musician. He ends up teaching 22 how to really find your soul, find your spark. And then from that point on, when he gets a second chance, he doesn't really even want to become a teacher. I feel like they just let him down to have a satisfying conclusion, or like at least not even a conclusion, but like just like a path going forward.
I felt that after I watched it. I was actually on the same page, and that was going to be one of my points. I was going to say he should have been a teacher. Like, that seemed like the whole movie was leading up to that.
Everything in my life has led to this moment. Let it not be just the beginning of my dream, but the beginning of all of our dreams. I wish you all the best. Thank you all so much!
I'm welling up with tears. Now get off.
I read an interview between the writers, Kemp Powers and Pete Docter, where they were talking about all the different endings they thought of. They said that if he became a teacher, it would have boxed in his story. This movie isn't about discovering your purpose. It's just about discovering that your spark doesn't have to be your purpose. So it could be anything else, and you can enjoy life doing anything else.
Okay, so the spark doesn't become your purpose, but I think that he realizes that he has a new purpose, and he doesn't embrace that. It felt very like open-ended. It felt too ambiguous to me. I didn't like it. I wanted something more cookies. There you have it. That's our score. 3 Seoul, South Koreas, and 3 disagrees. Alex, what's your final thoughts of the movie?
Oh,
I know it's about
Pixar, you know, they continue to amaze me. This is not a kid's movie. This is a movie for everybody. Everybody should see this movie.
I would definitely recommend it as a watch. I don't think it's the biggest takeaway. It's a good Pixar film. Onward is better, though, as far as Pixar films this year go.
I know you're just trying to make me mad.
A gelatinous cube!
Anyway, now we'll do rattle off points. These are points that we have left over. We still want to talk about them before we end the video. So let's go.
Hands down, this is the best way to solve a problem in the third act. With Jerry fooling Terry.
Hey, Terry, what's that over there? Look, immediately.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Look, a diversion.
I kind of wish that we were going through the sequence of 22's mentors. One of them was Walt Disney.
I love the music that plays every time the portal opens.
Whoa. The lost soul concept is so frightening, and I don't know how they got okay to be in a kid's movie.
Terrifying. Was it just me, or did Terry remind you of Eddie from Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
With the pointed nose and the...
Yeah, he's got a similar shape. He's kind of
the
annoying.
head.
Nobody likes him. 10-second Ruby review.
What was your favorite part about Soul?
The monsters. I could trunk those guys. I could trunk!
Do you think Alex is old enough to understand the movie?
No.
The crazier the face, the more you like the movie.
That's my niece, in case you didn't know. She likes Pixar too. That's it for this act. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll have some new releases to talk about in the future, but we do have some exciting things on the horizon that we want to show you soon.
In the meantime, head down in the comments, let us know your spark. What brings you joy?
Yes, and if it does not spark joy, in the words of Maria Kondo,
Oh, wow.
throw it away.
Reading that
Get
book,
it out,
huh?
get it out of here.
Reading
Throw
that
it in the
book?
dumpster. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't read. I just I watch the show. I don't read, Phil. Come on.